Good morning everyone, I hope you've had a good weekend. My name's Abby, I am a Moorland student. I currently go to Sunny Hill Burndown, which I love. And so this week we're going to be learning and talking about Judges. So today is February the 2nd and today's verse is Judges 4, 1 to 4. Now I don't know about anyone else, but when I was reading this verse, some of the names that I came across were quite complicated and I couldn't understand them. So yeah, but I thought overall it was a really interesting passage and it really showed us who Deborah was. So looking through it, we get introduced to Deborah, and we see in verse 4 who she was. So she was a prophet and she was a leader of Israel. So I did a bit of research and apparently it wasn't normal for a woman to lead back in those days, but she did. And I felt like she was put there for a purpose. God put her there for a purpose, like he does for us in our lives. And yeah, so it was really interesting to see that although it wasn't normal for for everyone else to see that it wasn't normal for everyone else to see that she was a leader, God put her there because he knew that she would do great things through him. So yeah, I think just these through 1 to 4 just shows that God uses people in different and in new ways. But as I said, because it wasn't normal for Deborah to lead a country, God must have put her in that place for a reason, and that reason in which will come up as we read through this week. And yeah, I think it's really interesting. I know I can reflect back on my life and a few things that I may not have been what I thought was the right thing was actually the right thing because God put me there for a reason. So like, for example, coming to Moorlands, like 2 years ago I wouldn't have thought about coming to Moorlands, but I'm here now. And after, I think before the interview that I had for coming to Moorlands, there was a lot of prayer and there was a lot of asking God of why did you put me here, what was the purpose of you putting me here and me going through the interview stage. But now I realise why he did it, because now I have the opportunity to learn more about him and to grow a relationship with him, but also to live in a community with people that also have the same experience as me. And yeah, so I think it is just really amazing how he puts us in a situation that we may not feel comfortable with for a purpose, just like he did with Deborah. She was obviously a leader for a reason. She obviously was a leader of those Israelites for a reason. And yeah, so I think throughout this week, I think something to reflect on this week is just to know that everything happens for a purpose and it's and for a reason. God wouldn't have put you in that situation if it wasn't his plan for you. And I think that's something to reflect on this week, and to pray about. So if you stuck about like a job interview or something, I think just keep praying about it and just to know that God has you and that he has a purpose for you, just like he did with Deborah. And yeah, so we will carry on the verse tomorrow morning. And yeah, see you tomorrow morning. Bye.